Welcome to Gray Overload. I'm Anthony, and let's talk a little bit about Microsoft's maybe Xbox Series S Lockhart. Microsoft has been in the rumor mill here with the Xbox Series S maybe coming out, aka Lockhart. Brad Sams has been on a lot of it. So has Tom Warren, some Microsoft insiders that get a lot of tips out of Microsoft. Go check those guys out if you want to see some of their leaks that they've done. But some of my thoughts on this console is that I actually think this is going to be a strategic move by Microsoft to kind of make Sony have to adjust their prices maybe a little bit differently than what they first thought. I think Sony has the digital edition. Microsoft has a digital edition Xbox. So who knows where Lockhart may sit. I'd like to see actually lower priced Lockhart with maybe one digital and that's a little bit cheaper than one not digital. I think that would be a great opportunity for those that do want the disc player to play 4K UHD Blu-rays, that you have that as well. I know one thing I also play on my Xbox is a whole bunch of 4K Blu-rays, which is great overall for that as well. But this system is going to be, if Microsoft comes out with it, it's going to be pegged to be that entry level, to get it in the door, to get that gamer that wants to go to the next generation but maybe doesn't have all the finances, or that parent that they can jump in the ecosystem and start off with that next generation. And I don't think Microsoft has to really focus on specs here. Yeah, the CPU is going to be probably pretty similar from what rumors are. The graphics, of course, are going to be a little bit lower, but depending upon how they do it, they really need to focus on the marketing side of the entry level of the low cost, getting you in at 1080 1440p. It seems like that's going to be where developers get to determine which one is going to be. And you get to jump in and you get to then experience those next generation games in that next generation console. Yes, it may not be the however expensive the other console is, but for those players that want to play Fortnite, Minecraft, those gamers that just want to jump on and start gaming, this is a great opportunity that Microsoft could really market and show off. Hey, this is a great entry level. You get, let's say, specs close to or a little bit less than the series or Xbox One X, which is a nice console. But if you can get up there in the GPU area, plus you'll have a much better CPU if it's the same, maybe a little less RAM. I don't know if it really matters, right? You're not pushing 4K content, so you don't have to really jump on to the yes, we need a huge, powerful GPU. You need to be able to get, I would say, at least 1080p 60 or 14. I think they were saying 1440p 30. If they can do those things, maybe even make it variable, I think they have a great opportunity here. And who knows if Microsoft is going to be just making all these chips and they're binning them. Let's say they're binning all these bigger, their dies of their Series X and putting them in Lockhart. Lockhart be a single motherboard, keep costs down. A little bit less memory, who knows, maybe even a slower memory speed. And if you do that, that has the opportunity to then keep those costs down, so that when you sell it to somebody, you have that opportunity right out the door. They have it. Now, Microsoft also has what is xCloud that I've been on. If they want to stick with xCloud, they have the opportunity there. If you want to play like 4K games, to stream them in, maybe have some local processing, but a lot on their network side, cloud side, that's able to push that in. You also have the opportunity here to even sell this console off at a subscription. Let's say a year or 2 years, you pay, let's say 1 year you pay $20 a month, done. Or 2 years, $10 a month, and you own the console outright. But then you also get you get your Xbox Gold. Maybe that rolls up to be also just be one package. But Xbox Gold, you also get Xbox Game Pass, and you just get those two. And you maybe for an extra $2 a month or whatever, you get the extra PC component to it as well if you want. And so Microsoft could play around with this, make it really enticing for people to get the console and walk away $10, $20 a month for that console for 1 to 2 years, someplace in there. They're able to play with it. They get on the xCloud stuff that's also on the console, to get on the Game Pass, which is now they get to play all these different games. You get them into the ecosystem where they're playing more and more, and now you have something very attractive that they're able to jump off and move forward with, and maybe say, hey, I want that better console, maybe I want a computer, right? Microsoft, if they're going more towards the gaming centric side, it doesn't matter where they're playing the games. It matters, that they're using their system for the games, right? They're using Windows, they're using uh, uh, the Xbox. They're just in the Game Pass, ecosystem that they're doing. I haven't jumped on Game Pass yet. I've used it a couple times to test out games. I just don't game enough to do it. But these next gen consoles and something I'm really looking at. I really want to try out the PS4's SSD, and I don't think the PS4 can really come down that low if the SSD is that powerful, because that's just not going to make sense price wise for them to create a little lower end console unless they're going to sacrifice that SSD, and that's not something I think Sony wants to do at this point. Sony's really talking up and showing off that SSD, and that's going to be your centerpiece of this next generation console. I don't know if you can make a cheaper console with that in it being the focal point. So that might be a downside for Sony. But really, Microsoft doesn't need to focus on the specs of this console. They really need to focus on what this console is able to do for people to get them in the entry, get them in that next generation. Let's say it's $200, $250, maybe $200 for a digital, $199 for a digital edition, and $250 for a one with a disc. That would be a great option there. People that come in that are more, especially if they're on Game Pass, if you sell it Game Pass, whatever, they're going to probably download the games, and that digital edition would be a great option to get them into there. And for $200 or a monthly subscription, that's a great option. That's something even I would probably pick up. I mean, I'd probably pick up the disc one if it had a disc for my parents, so when I go up there I can play games or just relax. Usually when I'm up by my parents or away from my own house, I actually relax a little bit more than just at my house, because there's always something to do around here. This is an option for Microsoft, and I really want to know what you guys think about what this, or what you really want to see out of the Series S or this Lockhart device. If it's there, I'm not too much getting. I don't have any sources to say, oh yeah, this is coming. But from what I'm hearing, this could be a really intriguing device. Now, for me personally, at my house, yeah, I like the Series X. Right, I want the powerful console. I want to be able to test that out. I like to have the PS4 with the disc in it. Right, that's just me. I not just for the games, but I do more the 4K Blu-ray side of stuff. But this is very interesting, and I think that if Microsoft plays it right, maybe we're hearing, I think Brad Sam said in August that Microsoft is looking to maybe announce this. If that happens, this could be quite interesting to see what Microsoft does with that, to get this out, because at some point pre-orders are going to go up, and if this is fall, Christmas release, holiday season, we're going to be starting to see those pre-orders. I think maybe October, September, October, someplace in there. Maybe even August they might have it done there. I'm trying to remember how close it was before. So with that, I do want to let you guys just put your comments below. I love and really enjoy reading them. It's fun to interact with you guys. You guys are great, and I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to help support this channel and helping this channel grow. I really appreciate it. You guys have been great, and until next time, God bless, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.